I'm Donna Miller with Miller Crafts. I'm going to show you how to paint an acrylic background and use that background to form a Christmas shaker card. So I hope that you like this video and that you click and subscribe. Please hit the bell to get notified of future videos. So I'm just using repositional tape on the background of this cardstock. That way, as I'm painting, the cardstock will not move on you. So I'm using a white and a black acrylic paint. You can get this paint at any of the craft stores. And I'm using a flat bristled brush, and everything is dry. I have not used any water, and I'm just going to mix these two colors to form a gray. As I'm mixing, you can see that I am not mixing very well, just enough to get a gray color, but not enough that the white and the black are completely gone. So everything is dry on my paper, and I'm just going back and forth with small brush strokes. And you want to fill your entire background of your paper. Once the background of your paper is covered, you want to start using the side of your brush and some water to get a fine line from where the mountains or the hills are going to be on your background. So just fill in with small brush strokes, going back and forth on this. I'm changing my brush now to be a small rounded brush, and I'm taking the light gray that we had used before for the background, and I'm mixing it with white to form an even lighter gray. And I'm filling in the farthest hill first, and I'm just going to outline the mountains that I had drawn on there on pencil. And you want to use a lot of water and blend this back. If you think it's too dark, then go ahead and pick up the plain white and mix that through back down and just blend this very well. Leave the crest of the mountain completely white. Now get some water and use some white and mix that with the gray that we had used to make an even lighter gray for the middle mountain. And you just want to blend back and forth with this lighter toned gray. Make sure that you're using lots of water as you blend this across. And you want to leave the very top of this mountain peak also white. So you can go ahead and grab some just plain white and just mix that through, going back and forth. Be sure to add even more white to your light gray mix, and then start blending this back and through to the very last mountain, the one that's closest to the front. It should be the lightest gray in color. And just mix that through back and forth using lots of water again to blend. Again, leave the very top of this to be completely white. And when you're finished, you're going to want to lay this aside for it to dry. Now change your paintbrush to a fine tip paintbrush and get the white paint and mix it with water to thin down your paint. Then you want to very gently put dots on your paper throughout your whole picture using very light pressure. The more pressure you use, the thicker your circles will be. Make sure that you go across your entire picture, including the mountains. Now, if you struggle with this, you could use the back of your paintbrush to do this, or you could just put a bunch of paint on your paintbrush and you could flick it at your painting. Just be sure to cover the entire thing. Our sentiment today is coming from Recollections. This is Christmas Noel, and we're going to use that one that says Winter Wonderland. I'm using VersaFine Black Onyx ink. And I already have this positioned where I want it to be, so I'm just putting the ink on there. I love using my Tim Holtz stamping platform. That way if I make a mistake, I can stamp on the exact same spot. So as you look at this, it looks perfect. I still only have repositional tape on the background of this mat, and I'm pressing it down on this gray border. I'm going to actually glue down the center circle with art glitter glue, and I'm using the background as a puzzle piece so I know where it's going to go. I'm using Cricut acetate for my shaker card window. The acetate comes with a protective coating that you will need to peel off. The first time I used it, I didn't know that. I'm going to glue that down with art glitter glue. Now I'm taking foam tape and I'm going to cut down the center of the foam tape. Be sure that you take off all of the backing off of your foam tape and press the two ends together. Make sure that you have the backing off of all of your tape at this point, and you will easily be able to go around the circle on your card. There is no need to have to cut individual slits and press multiple pieces of foam tape together. I start with a foam tape that's about 14 inches long, and I haven't had any problems. Fill in your extra spaces that you have with the card with foam tape and add extra pieces as needed. You want to put all of your beads and shaker materials on the circle of your card. Using the EK Success powder tool, go around the ends of your tape, and that will get rid of some of the static cling that may stick to the window of your card. Use a paper towel if you need to clean off some of the extra white from the powder tool. Now you want to press your background to your mat and try to line it up as best as you can. The image from this card is coming from Miss Kate Cuttables. We're going to start with gluing down the rock to the background of our card using art glitter glue. And then we'll go ahead and glue the scarf to the polar bear's head, and we'll glue him down and behind the rock also. Now we'll glue his little feet down, and it just looks like he's peeking out from in behind that rock. And I just think that he is absolutely adorable. I love the way that this shakes. And we'll go ahead and glue that down to our card base. And then we'll take a look at this card. So the outside says Winter Wonderland. And he is just adorable with all the snow snowing in behind him. Our inside of our card comes from Hero Arts. And it says, "May your Christmas be cozy, warm, and bright." So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you like this video and that you click and subscribe and hit the bell to get notified of future videos.